Yeah,
So you already know
well
it.
versus them. Salem, I know, was kind of a nail-biter. He did get that one flood everybody's been talking about, but I want to see how he does against this Bayonetta. Again, Captain Zack trying to get revenge for all the Bayonettas that have lost earlier to him.
Well, we shall see how he fares right now in Captain Zack. Very tough opponent for anyone he has to face. Captain Zack's actually having a terrific run at this event for the entirety of it, actually. So we shall see what's on the line.
Ooh, a good start already coming out from Salem, just putting infinite pressure on Ally. And even though Ally got percent back on Salem, he hasn't been able to get a real strong grab combo just yet. Looking for that stage spike, but Salem's always ready to get that attack.
Couple of nice bears, some good pressure coming in from Ally. Landing very aggressively here and gonna get every little bit of damage he can.
Okay, and there it goes. Every little bit of damage, as you said, coming out from Salem too.
Yes.
Oh, Salem having trouble approaching Ally right now, and Ally again just looking for the grab.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to approach him when he's not on stage. That's Captain Zack, man.
All right, well, let's see how he gets off the ledge. And he's already looking for the up smash. It is 93%, so not too shocking, but here it comes. Oh, actually deciding to go for F smash. I did hear Ally say the new wave of Mario is going for F smash instead of up smash for the KO.
Yeah, I remember he said that yesterday too. Definitely been feeling himself a lot. Oh, that was beautiful, right? Just anticipated that down there, completely capitalizing off that up smash. Very good way to start this match off for Ally.
And again, I do not blame Captain Zack for actually using that downer to get the KO. He knew it would have KO'd. It was a tricky way. He probably thought, okay, Ally is going to wait for me to come down so I can get the grab. But yeah, there goes again, that downer. Not even actually getting punished this time around.
Yeah. All right, Ally just taking his time, and there you see that little juke. Loves to do that.
Yeah, he's probably the #1 person I've seen do that juke. Where
Oh,
he
easily.
Runs, yeah, back and forth, making it look like, hey, I'm running. Oh, no, I'm not. Hey, I'm not running. And sometimes he just runs in and does that. Almost like KO at 50%, trying to use the flood. He's going really hard.
Ally being super creative here in these options. Definitely throwing Zack through a little bit of a loop thus far.
Uh-oh, and these witch times.
Yep, being very patient as well.
Coming out at the not opportune times, and it looks like Ally charging the flood again. Interesting to see him use that from the platform, but maybe he's trying to make sure, hey, you don't go for that double back air. A lot of people like to go for double back air whenever you're on the platform to smash it.
Just for Ally, just really nothing catching him off guard thus far, despite Captain Zack's best efforts here. Has not been able to get the better of Ally, who's just surviving everything.
Oh, and he's already looking for that KO. Well, there is a lot of rage, pretty much max rage coming out from Ally. Yeah. So might as well go for the up smash. If he gets just a little bit more damage, that can confirm the KO even better. Wow.
Okay. And then gets the good drift to make it back. Magna Hands aiding him, and Captain Zack not with enough resources to return. So Ally actually opening that match off with a 2-stock. Wow.
All right, looked like Captain Zack may have miscalculated that he did not have his second jump. Fantastic stuff by Ally, going really crazy for that KO, and up B, heading outwards. It almost looked like he wouldn't be able to make it back to the stage after that.
Yeah, just wanted to push him a little further towards the right, and it paid off big time. That drift, able to get himself back safely, opening things up with a 2-stock.
Here we go, game number 2. It looks like we're going to Lilat. MVD isn't the only one who likes this stage. Let's see how Ally will do on here. And this is Captain Zack's stage counter pick. Again, Bayonettas love this stage because they get to shoot their guns from the other side of the stage and be completely safe because the bullets actually go at an angle where it goes upwards. But if the stage tilts a certain way, it's amazing for Bayonetta.
Absolutely. Obviously, Captain Zack going to need to be pretty amazing right now.
All right, early witch time, most likely not going to have much go off from that position, but here we go, trying to take him off the top, but great DI coming out from Ally to be able to get out of that combo.
Definitely.
And going for the grabs again, he really needs one right about now. He is about 40% down, and it seems like he's looking for it. That's why he keeps shielding near Bayonetta, but Bayonetta is the type of character that likes to jump around a lot, so it's hard to get that grab, but it doesn't even matter to him. He's just going to run in, see if he can get it. But very nice again by Zack, hopping around using the dive kicks in certain ways, but as you saw earlier, oh my God, way off the stage, but this is Bayonetta.
And he saw him go again, trying to line it up.
Wow. Ally does not care. He did this in the old game too. Back in Brawl, he would always go for the KO option again. Are you kidding? Are you kidding?
Are you even surprised at this point? I mean, Ally has just been, he's just been on the ball all weekend, man, just picking all the right options, even the ones, obviously, you might not expect. Things just going very well. Even Captain Zack, as lead of a player as he is, just not having the answers just yet for Ally, who's going off stage, looking for that cape, trying to reverse it, send him back off stage.
Ally is a very tricky player again. We have Bayonetta having Mario at 137% while Mario's KOing below 70. Very shocking to see. Want to see what Ally's going to do this time. At 30%, you're pretty much at KO percent against Ally at this point. He actually went for 2 dunks and both of them almost KO'd Captain Zack. And he went for a double dunk on both of them too. All right, just trying to rack up some extra percent before he possibly gets KO'd, but it looks like he's going for more trickiness by charging that flood. All right.
Absolutely. Again, just really good at using that flood to just kind of position where he wants his opponents to be. Not just defensive, man, using it in offensive capabilities as well. But we see Zack finally able to remove that stock off and not at any kind of crazy deficit, only 43% trailing. Something Bayonetta easily can make up, and Zack looking to do that just now. Beautiful string. 50% delivered there. Zack not playing any games.
Very good. I actually almost thought you would take him off the side, but decided to continue the combo. So it was a great string. He did give about 50%. So good choice again by Zack. Just trying to rack up some damage and eventually get the KO later on. All right, I like how he went for that up B. It looked like it was a little hard for the second up air if he went for it to actually KO hit. So he decided to go for the up B instead to rack up some damage. All right, charging that flood again. What is he looking for with that flood? He's just waiting to get Captain Zack possibly off the stage so he can do some stuff.
All right, yep, taking his time and finally able to get in there. Here we go, off Ally trying to get rolling.
All right, I like how he actually charged the flood to make it look like he wasn't able to do anything and then surprisingly canceled the flood into doing an up air. But has to watch that percent. 91.
Yep, Captain Zack has taken the lead. Preemptive up B from Ally. Good decision, runs in there. Oh, big time trade. Not quite yet, resulting in the stock.
Wow. Amazing. Almost looked like a bait coming out with that down air. Did not actually make the down air hit Bayonetta, but used it to keep Bayonetta in shield so he can just run up and grab the platform. Will we see a back throw near the ledge? Oh. Might be a KO.
Tried to catch him coming out of the shield. Not quite able to punish the heel slide.
Yeah, it looked like he blocked the heel side and was hoping that the up smash would hit before the heel side even gets Bayonetta too far away so that he can get the KO. As his back turned to Bayonetta a lot, so we might be seeing some back airs, we might be seeing some up smashes.
Yeah, there's a couple different ways this can go for Ally. Catch him in the air. Up air might be enough. Back throw, of course. Up smash. Captain Zack trying to play very patient, not give up anything for free, get himself on the board. Would be tremendous. Oh, but one ill-advised afterburner kick. Gonna work against him on that exchange, and Ally goes up 2-0 right now.
Yeah, a little risky on that afterburner kick, and Ally rolling back, just barely able to get that grab to come out. Good stuff by Ally to see through that, and also he's currently up 2-0. He's looking a little stressed. I always talk to the top players, and they give me interesting ideas on, or interesting thoughts on how they feel about fighting Bayonetta, but it seems like Ally is doing very well against Bayonetta this entire weekend.
Definitely. All right, so again, 2-game lead for Ally.
Yeah, he's doing fantastic right now. Looking to possibly 3-0 Captain Zack, but we might
have
something.
Huge.
Yeah, may have something come out again where he decides to, or Captain Zack is able to get a reverse 3-0, similar to how Larry was getting a lot of them earlier today and yesterday.
Yeah.
Down throw.
He is really committed to trying to get this fair to be the saving grace. Captain Zack having none of it just yet.
Oh, he's looking for the grab twice on the ledge, possibly looking to get that fair again. I like how the first time he went for the down throw fair, he didn't go for a short hop fair like most Marios would go for. He actually went for fall off the stage fair. He might have been trying to short hop though,
right,
and maybe mistimed it. Because you do have to sometimes almost buffer the jump into fair. And a lot of bullets. He's using that to get stage control. I noticed that sometimes Ally being center stage uses the bullets to add damage, get stage control, and push Ally off the stage.
Right.
All right, and here comes the combos. Waiting for possibly the witch time to not come out, but Ally's still in a good position, charging up smash over and over again. See how this goes.
Oh. All right, big hit.
I love seeing that from Bayonetta. Oh my goodness. Wow. Very tricky coming out from Ally. He's looking for that up smash. You know he wants it, but Captain Zack able to get that back air in the first KO.
All right, good retaliation from Captain Zack. Could be exactly what he needs to get things started. Oh, wow. Okay.
Uh-oh.
That was a scary situation to be caught up in. Zack, however, playing very well. Pretty aggressive still.
All right, and I like the way how Zack is playing on these platforms. He realizes that Mario almost has no KO options from the platform. Look at Mario just over and over going for that up smash, trying to get that KO. 4 in a row, missed. And it looks like Mario's trying to flood Zack off the platform so he can actually force an up smash.
They're trying to make it happen. Zack, thus far, having none of it.
Yeah, this is definitely a cat and mouse game right here. But it looks like Captain Zack deciding to get off the platforms and fight on the ground.
Yeah, Zack, I mean, he's playing it the right way. Just kind of jump away, force maybe some uncomfortable options out of Ally, and just capitalize and rack up the damage, extend this lead. Already got him at 41, left himself a little open there. Maybe a little ambitious on that decision. Ally gonna capitalize perfectly.
All right, I love how he did that. Again, using the smash attack right as soon as you come off the stage, it looks like there's a lot of lag. And there is quite a bit of lag after the F smash. It takes a while for it to come out too.
Right.
But it's a trick because he still has invincibility after the smash attack is done, so he can just grab you. But amazing witch time. Don't know if we'll see a strong punish coming out.
Yeah.
Missed it, smash again.
Really got a little suboptimal on that punish. Did not get what he was looking for. However, still in the lead. Doing a good job at maintaining it as he continues to just extend this.
Wow, that up B comes out extremely fast.
Right, I was thinking Ally was going to be looking for a big follow-up, but Zack having none of it, just being absolutely flawless so far.
I'm starting to actually see more of the reason why Zack, almost got the regrab. I'm starting to see the reason why Captain Zack goes for these down airs. Sometimes it looks very laggy and looks like you can punish it, and you actually can't. And he's able to just punish you right after you go for the down air. So it's similar to when he uses the F smash.
Right.
He's like, hey, you can hit me. Wait, no, you can't. And Zack looking for that grab. Knowing the forward throw likely won't KO near the ledge, but he'll be able to push Mario off. However, he can just use the bullets to push him off too.
All right, but notice Ally's done a fantastic job at kind of creeping back into this match. Zack at 52%. Ally is finding these opportunities to rack up some damage despite being at 135 right now.
And you already know how Ally is, but this might just be a KO.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah, Zack not going to drop that conversion. Perfectly executed on his part.
Sometimes that dive kick is a surprise way to get a KO. A lot of times when an opponent is at that certain angle above you, like in front of you and in the air and facing you, you think, well, how's he going to KO me? What characters, not too many characters have fairs that can KO like that, and especially not from Bayonetta, but it's a big surprise, and it just ends up coming down on you with the dive kick. Good stuff by Zack for seeing through that and not making this a 3-0 for Ally. But here is game number 4. Let's see what stage Ally decides to counterpick, and it's Smashville.
They're going to be Smashville, so we've seen Bayonetta plenty of time, obviously excel pretty much on any stage, but she can really use that platform to her advantage should she so choose to. So for Ally, it's going to be important to have a really strong start and just kind of control the pace. I want to have that lead in damage.
All right, using the flood already.
He's getting it.
Zack did block it, so he's able to come in and get the grab. 56% off the bat for Ally.
Yeah, that's a really strong start. Already see just sitting in that shield, let Zack run past. Not trying to force any kind of nutty options.
All right, and here's Ally still racking up some damage, even if he doesn't have the opponent on the ground. And wow, getting that grab out of the neutral air.
Love that decision making on the part of Ally.
All right, but he almost has Zack at KO percent. He just needs maybe 10 more percent to start spamming those up smashes that we usually see coming out from him. Second jump is gone.
Solid combinations from Zack.
I believe he landed on the ground, so he might have a second jump, but it doesn't matter. And that was a good choice right there. That if that downer had hit,
I was going to say,
it would have been a KO.
Better wrap things up pretty early, but Ally still remaining in control.
One of the smart things that it looks like Captain Zack is doing instead of the other Bayonettas is actually hanging out on the platforms, especially when Ally has him at KO percent, knowing that Ally's going to keep going for those up smashes. But if you do that witch time, you miss, you might get punished.
Yep.
You might see a couple of those up smashes come out. And as I did say earlier, Mario does like to go, or Ally likes to go for these F smashes for KO options now. However, he's going to go for a lot of up smashes because Bayonetta does like to jump, approach from the air, and especially because Bayonetta's staying on that platform.
And Ally's really good at just kind of staying patient and really reading your landings. So if the opportunity kind of presents itself, he'll be right there with a solid punish. However, Zack has not given him any openings to get that KO. Zack delivering one of his own.
That was actually very similar to the last way he got the KO on the last match where he did a dive kick, but this time ending with an up air after the second side B. Probably won't get a KO, but do a lot of damage for sure. And taking Mario almost gets the down air this time around.
A ton of damage. Zack has woken up despite those first 2 games clearly not going his way. He is not even at all phased, and he just delivered what I would call quite the slobber knocker in that 4th game. We are going to game number 5. Ally in danger here.
Yeah, Ally's thinking really hard about what counter pick stage to go to. You realize that Lilac didn't work out too well for him because he had Captain Zack hanging out on the platform again, Smashville hanging out on the platform again, making it a lot harder for Ally to get these KOs. But I don't know if FD is banned or not. And it looks like we're going straight back to Smashville. Let's see if Ally can stop this reverse 3-0 coming out, possibly from Captain Zack. Zack, ooh, making a mistake right there, doing the dash attack towards the ledge, but it's 10% on each person. I like how the bullets add up. It will be like 9%, and Captain Zack's like, you know what? I like even numbers. Use the bullets to make it 10.
That'd be wild if that was actually the thought process.
He did it twice too. Ally was at 19%, and he used the bullets to put him up to 20.
I believe it, man. Trying to put himself up a stock here, though, early on. Pretty even. Not too big advantage for anybody thus far.
That's a safe way to get damage, too. If you get that trump off, you can actually confirm it back there without a chance of witch time coming out. All right, I like how Ally's just going for the second hit now, realizing that Zack does not like to air dodge too much, especially around the ledge. But 84%, very close to up smash KO percent.
Oh. All right, Ally staying super patient right there, and the patience paying off. Gets Zack right in front of him, just sends him sailing off the right side. A very big lead for Ally has developed. Again, game number 5 is very crucial. Trying to stay in the winner side of things. Looks like Ally, though, intends to be the last man standing.
Wow, trying to end it already with,
Oh, he might, oh, damn.
Oh, he should be able to come back.
Yeah, the double cape, though. Like I went for the second one, just trying to put a little insurance on there, but Zack not getting rid of those resources just yet.
All right, let's see if Ally, okay, it looks like Captain Zack fell right into his hands, getting that grab, and Ally overlapping him in percent and stocks at the moment.
Yeah, Ally is just going in. Zack, little to no answers being presented on his end, and he needs to solve this equation that is Ally thus far, because this game 5 is not at all going his way. Almost at 100%.
He got over 10% in fireballs, possibly over 15. Is this going to be a KO?
Find out, yes. Able to seal away that stock. It was looking pretty grim here, but this is exactly what Captain Zack needed.
Ooh, actually used invincibility to let that heel slide hit him and almost get the grab. Captain Zack barely getting out of that one. Let's see how Captain Zack can rack up some damage. One really good witch time might be able to bring it back well, or just one really good combo in general. A lot of rollbacks coming out from Allies, just waiting for Captain Zack to jump in, but instead going complete aggressive and using the fair, and actually not the strong part of the fair where it spikes downwards, using it to actually almost KO off the side.
Right.
And here's the hangout on the platform we're seeing a lot once Captain Zack is at KO percent, but Ally is just spamming the up smash just in case, because he knows that Captain Zack eventually will leave that platform.
If I'm Captain Zack, though, I take my time here. There's plenty of time on the clock. No need to rush anything. You don't want to give Ally any free hits or opportunities. Just pick your spot, pick your moment. And that's exactly what Zack is doing right now. He's staying just out of his range.
Wow, actually deciding to go aggressive. Let's see what he could do.
Oh, the air dodge. Ally, ill-advised air dodge. Very ill-advised air dodge in that situation, and you saw Zack just wait for it. Put the fear in him, and oh my God, looking like the boogeyman, just put that boy in shambles.